The first thing I noticed wasn't the sound of fireworks. It was silence, sharp, suffocating silence that pressed against me as I watched her walk past the suitcases I'd bought. My fiancée, Anna, was glancing toward the door, her expression a mix of nervous excitement and hesitation. I didn't need her to speak. I knew something was wrong. 3 weeks earlier, it had started with an innocent-sounding sentence. "We need to talk about the trip." I froze mid-step. The trip, our New Year's getaway to the beach resort, was my idea. All-inclusive, flights, hotel, excursions, $10,000. Every detail covered. I wanted this to be perfect, to show Anna and her family that I was serious about us, that I could provide, that I could belong. October, I booked it all, told her it was my gift to the family. She cried, said I was amazing, said her parents would love me even more. Her mom called the next day, voice thick with emotion. "No one has ever done this for us. You're already like a son to me." I felt solid, like I was building something real. November rolled in. Wedding plans were in motion. Venue booked, deposits paid, date set. Life was moving forward, or so I thought. 3 weeks ago, Anna came home from her parents' house. Her energy was off. She sat on the couch, twisting her engagement ring, avoiding my eyes. "We need to talk about the trip," she said, voice tight, careful. A cold trickle ran down my spine. "What about it?" "My mom, she has a request. Kind of awkward." I braced myself. "She wants to invite Mark." Mark, her ex, the one who lingered in family photos long after he left. I stared, every nerve screaming. "Your ex? To the trip I'm paying for?" "They're still close," she said, softly. "He and my mom. She sees him like another son." I couldn't even process the betrayal yet. And what about me? What about what this means to me? "You're secure, right? It's not like there's anything between us." I swallowed hard. "This isn't about security. It's about respect, boundaries. You are prioritizing the past over your fiancé, over me. That's disrespectful." "You're making this about you," she shot back. "It's about my mom. She misses him. She wants him there." We argued for an hour. Same loop, same frustration. Her, don't be controlling, think about her mom. Me, respect, dignity, boundaries. She slept in the guest room that night. The silence was suffocating. The next morning, she returned with a plea disguised as reason. "I talked to my mom. She really wants him there. She'll even pay for his ticket." I said, "It's not about money," teeth clenched. "It's about principle, about me being treated like I don't matter." "You're not an outsider," she said, but her words felt hollow. "Just think about it, please." I stood there, in our shared room, the one where wedding plans and hopes had lived, feeling the foundation crack beneath my feet. My gift had turned into a negotiation I hadn't agreed to. That night, I made my decision. He's not coming. Mark cannot come. She nodded, predictable. Then came the line that froze my blood. "If that's how you feel, maybe you should skip the trip. Let us have family time." My mind went blank. I'd spent $10,000, planned every detail, and now I wasn't even allowed to go? Her shrug said it all, except her ex on a trip I funded or sit it out. I left the house quietly that morning, packed a single bag, and watched the car drive off with her, her family, and him. The vehicle disappeared around the corner, and I made one call. To the resort. Calm, controlled. Cancel every room except one, my original suite. Keep that for me. Cancel the rest. "Are you sure?" the manager asked. "Yes, I am the account holder. I'm arriving tonight." 2 hours later, I landed, checked in, and walked into the suite I had already paid for. Ocean view, everything exactly as booked. I didn't text her, I didn't call. I waited. 8:30 p.m. My phone erupted. Calls, texts, 12 in 30 minutes. I ignored them all.
Then one text. Me. Having issues with the resort? Her. Where are you? Me. At the resort. Her. What? You're here? What about our rooms? Me. They were canceled. I canceled them. The panic in her voice was electric. You canceled our rooms. You left us stranded. I didn't leave you stranded, I said, calm, precise. I revoked a gift you explicitly said I wasn't welcome to share. That night, the knock came. Hard, official, hotel security. Her mother, red-faced and furious at the door. How could you do this? Do what? I leaned against the doorframe. I reclaimed my gift. You chose your ex over me. I chose myself. Her mother sputtered, flailed, couldn't argue. I closed the door, and for the first time in weeks, I felt control, power, respect.
Morning came slow. The resort hummed with tourists unaware of the drama unfolding above them. I drank coffee on the balcony, ocean waves curling in rhythmic certainty. Alone, free, peaceful. Her family, meanwhile, scrambled. Texts from Anna, her mother, her siblings, urgent, panicked, desperate. I ignored them. I wasn't their problem. I was the problem they had chosen for themselves. By noon, Anna found me. Shadows under her eyes, the exhaustion of a sleepless night painted across her face. "We need to talk," she said, voice ragged. I opened the door, calm. "Did you find rooms?" "We're split between 3 hotels. Overpriced, not all-inclusive. We're paying out of pocket." "Unfortunate," I said. Neutral. Just a statement of fact. No sympathy. "This is ridiculous. You flew here just to ruin us," she cried. "I flew here," I said slowly, "to use the reservation I paid for. You ruined it yourselves. Choices have consequences." "I didn't uninvite you," she wailed. "You said, maybe sit this one out. That's an uninvitation disguised as kindness." "I thought you'd understand." "Understand what?" My voice rose. "That your family and your ex are more important than me? That my generosity is welcome, but my presence is a burden?" She faltered, crumpled slightly. The betrayal was sinking in, but I wasn't done. By evening, the resort lobby was alive with celebration, music, laughter, lights reflecting on champagne flutes. And there they were, her family, Anna and Mark. The smug certainty in their posture made my blood boil. Mark, shoulder brushing hers, leaning in as if he had always belonged. I didn't move, didn't speak, just watched. The smirk on Mark's face, the one that said, "I won," was the final spark. I called the manager, calm, precise. "I feel unsafe," I said. "Guests are harassing me. I need security." Moments later, 2 guards approached the group, firm, discreet, professional. The countdown to New Year's continued. 10, 9, 8. Confusion rippled across her family. Her mother, flustered and furious. Mark, bewildered. Anna, wide-eyed, realization dawning. The guards gestured firmly toward the exit. 4, 3, 2. By the time confetti filled the air, they were outside, humiliated, scrambling to find alternative accommodations. I raised a glass, calm, collected, seated near a pillar in the lobby, watching, observing, satisfied. The message was clear. I would not be disregarded. I would not be treated as disposable. New Year's Day arrived quiet, almost anticlimactic after the storm of the previous night. I lounged by the pool, sunlight bouncing off the water, the world moving at its own rhythm, while mine was finally mine. Peace, control, clarity. Her father reached out via text. "Can we meet? Man to man?" I agreed.
We met at a modest cafe a mile from the resort. He looked older, tired, worn from the week's chaos. It got out of hand, he said, rubbing his temples. My wife made a mistake, but what you did was extreme. What I did? I asked, calm, measured. I used the reservations I paid for. You invited an ex over the fiancé you claimed to value. I am the one who honored boundaries. He sighed. My wife, she has a blind spot. She sees Mark as the son she never had. And I was supposed to replace that? I asked quietly. I was supposed to bend my future, my dignity, to accommodate nostalgia? You want respect, he said, nodding. You have it from me, if not from her. I hope she realizes what she lost. I left the cafe with nothing but the truth in my pocket. Respect can't be borrowed. It can't be demanded. It must be given or withheld. The next few days were serene. I swam at dawn, read novels, ate alone, savoring the simple pleasures of my reclaimed autonomy. Her family eventually found last-minute rooms, overpriced and inconvenient. I stayed, peacefully, alone. When I returned to our apartment, she was there, waiting, eyes red, face drawn. "I'm sorry," she said. "I know," I said. "No triumph, just truth." "Can you forgive me?" "I don't know," I admitted. Distance between us had grown too wide, trust too fractured. Weeks passed. Conversations were stiff, probing the ruins. Apologies came. Some were accepted. Some were acknowledged but left without absolution. I learned that love without respect is just dependency, and generosity without boundaries is an invitation for betrayal. I'm 32. I learned that sometimes standing up for yourself feels like war, that silent suffering invites more disrespect, that when someone shows exactly where you rank on their priorities, you must act accordingly, financially, emotionally, decisively. And that night, on New Year's Eve, when hotel security knocked on her door, telling her family to leave, it wasn't revenge, it was clarity, consequence, justice, and self-preservation. Because generosity is a gift, but dignity is non-negotiable. If you found this story gripping, suspenseful, and a lesson in boundaries and self-respect, don't forget to subscribe for more real-life jaw-dropping stories, like if you felt every twist and turn, comment with what you would have done in my shoes, and share this story to remind others that respect is priceless.